Now on this part, we're going to create a pop-up, or let's say a profile section, which we're going to use to display user data like the user profile picture, the user full name, and also a logout button once the users log in. For that, let us go to our code. Now here we are going to start with the TypeScript files. For that, I'll just go to navbar.component.ts and I'm going to type public, then logged in user. This is going to be of type any. Inside the ng on init, so whenever the user is logged in, I'm going to type if underscore auth dot user. So if we have a user, then we're going to get the user data. So this dot auth dot user. So to get the data, we need to subscribe, and then data that goes to. In here, we're going to set the value of the logged in user to be the data. If you want to see the data in your screen, then in here you can just console.log, and then here, let's say logged in user is equal to, and this is going to be the this.logged in user. Let's save the changes now. So in here, basically we have the logged in user. We're going to use the logged in user in the navbar.component.html. So if the user is logged out, we're going to show the login button. Otherwise, we're going to show the other section. In here, I'm going to create a separate div. So inside the ng template, let me remove the extra spaces from here. I'm going to create a div. And this div is going to have a class, which is going to be btn group and btn logout. And then inside here, we're going to create a button, which is going to be a toggle button. It's going to toggle a drop down. So a button. Let's set the type to be a button. Let us set the class to be a btn, then drop down toggle. After the class, we're going to set data-bs and then toggle. This is going to be a drop down. And then we're going to set area expanded is equal to true. Inside this button, we are going to have an image, which is going to be the profile picture of the logged in user. So for the image, we're going to set, let's say, the source. Let me just add some extra space in here so it's clearer. We're going to have a source. The source is going to be the logged in user dot picture. That is the property. And then we're going to have a class. Let's set the class to be a round circle. Then we're going to set the dimensions to be 30 and 30, the width. And you can just optionally add an alt value to be the profile picture. Once this button is clicked, what we want to do is that we want to open a list. So we have the button. Inside the button, we have the image. In here, we have said that this is going to be a toggle button. Now down here, after the button, we are going to create an unordered list, which is going to have the class, let's say, the drop-down menu. So drop down and then menu, and then drop down dash menu dash end. And here we're going to have two list items. The first one is going to show the user full name and the email address. And the second one is going to show the logout button. For that, I'll just type in here li, which is a list item. And then inside the li, we're going to have an a tag. And then in the a tag, we're going to have the class dropdown item. Then here we're going to have a span. We are going to conditionally show this span only if we have a logged in user.name value. So ng if we have a logged in user.name, then in bold, we are going to show the logged in user.name. Just copy this value. And here I'm going to use interpolation. So logged in user.name. And if you want, you can also add an icon. Let's say, so let me just put this down here. Let's say the icon is going to have the class bi and then bi person. And then after the name, we want to also display the email address. I'll just add a break. So break, and then I'll just copy the span, paste it down here. Now we're not going to show the name, but we're going to show the email address. So email, and then in here, email, and then bi envelope. Then after the first list item, we are going to have another list item, which is going to be just a divider. So for that, HR, this is going to have the class dropdown and then divider. So now in here, let us add the last list item, which is going to have the logout button. For that, I'll just copy this button in here, or you can just create a new button. Just type in here button, and then this is going to have the class drop down. So dash item and then logout, and then whenever you click, the same way you want to call the auth logout, and then inside here you want to have the logout text, and optionally, if you want, you can also add an icon in here like I, and then you can type a class. Just type in here bi and then bi box arrow and then left. Now from here, let us just remove the button. Let's remove all the extra spaces, and then let us just go back to the app. So in here, I'm just going to click the login button and then sign in with Google. You can see that now here on the right, I do get the profile picture, and then I have this drop down in here. So if I click, you'll see that I have a problem, and that seems to be related to the Bootstrap library, because normally this is supported by the Bootstrap library. So whenever you click in here, you should get the other options. But what I'm going to do is that I'll just go back to the Angular app, and then in here, I'll just go to the Explorer. I'll just go to the index.html, which is where we have a reference to the Bootstrap classes. And in here now, if we check, we have a link. So we have a script for bootstrap.min.js. We have a link for bootstrap.min.css, and then for the bootstrap.min.css, and this is for the Bootstrap icons. So I'll just go to the cdn.js, so cdnjs.com, and then in here I'm going to search for Bootstrap, and then here I'll just scroll down to the bootstrap.bundle.min.js. I'm going to click the copy script tag, go back to the Angular app, paste it down here, and then you can see that I was using the version 5.2.3, but now I have 5.3.2. So I'm just going to comment out these lines. I'm going to save the changes. I'll just go back to the Angular app, and down here I'm going to refresh the browser. Then I'll just click here on the profile picture. You see that I get this pop-up which has my full name, my email address, and the logout button. If I click the logout button, you can see that I'm logged out, and then I can log back